Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash Freeman and today's flow is all about connecting to the strength, the power, the fire and the groundedness, not just within our physical body, but within our energetic body and within ourselves as well. Now, today's flow is a little bit stronger, so I really encourage you to take breaks and modify wherever you need, but also just have fun with it as we're moving our body, just feeling a sense of gratitude for everything that we can already do, remembering that yoga isn't about being able to nail a shape, to stand on your hands, to stand on your head. It's more about what's going on inside, so moving gently and from a place of love with yourself. You won't need anything for today, just a nice, safe and flat space for your mat. And as always, if you enjoy our time together today, please remember to subscribe, to hit like, and also pop into the comments below. I love hearing how you go. Whenever you're ready, let's get moving. Okay, beautiful friends, let's get started by coming to the top of our mat, bringing your feet together or slightly apart. And we'll begin just by rubbing the palms together. So starting to build some heat and energy and friction with your hands. And when you're ready, just closing down your eyes, bringing your palms onto your belly and softening through your shoulders, softening through the muscles of the face, the jaw and the throat here. Just taking a deep breath down into your palms, feel the belly expand. And then just sighing that breath out, signifying the release of your day, your week, whatever it took to get you on the mat here today, and just allowing yourself to land here on this space. And feeling again that beautiful warmth of your palms on your body as we connect into our Manipura Chakra, our third chakra. And this center connects to our sense of self-esteem, of confidence, of power, and that inner fire. So we're going to be moving and firing up through this center quite a bit in this flow today with some beautiful twists and strength work. So again, taking your breath here, full breath in through the nose, feel the sides of the ribs expand, the belly rise. And just a beautiful, soft, long exhalation here. If you'd like to set an intention for your time here today, maybe there's a goal that you have or something that you'd like to embody more as you move through your life, we can practice this on the mat together. Otherwise, perhaps just repeating the mantra in your own mind, I am here. I am here. I am here. Feeling your hands connected to your physical body, but also feeling a sense of connecting to your energetic body and that thing that lies within, that thing that we can't see or touch, that thing that we can only feel. Breathing that fire into your belly for one more full breath in. And just sigh it out, let it go. Release your hands by your sides, gently fluttering open through the eyes. We're just going to gently warm up to begin with. So as we inhale, ground through the heels, arms rise, feel a beautiful stretch through the sides of the body. Lift and lengthen through your fingertips here. And as we exhale, floating forward, hands through heart center, releasing to our forward fold. Just let the upper body hang here. Your knees can be as bent as you need. Let the head be heavy, the arms relaxed, the belly soft. On your next in-breath, finding a half lift, so floating onto the fingertips or palms can come to shins as we lengthen the spine and the back of the neck. As we exhale, taking the palms down, step 1 foot at a time back to high plank position. Let's meet here. So starting to engage into that core, into that center, building that sense of strength. Your knees can be down here if you need. Lengthen through the crown of the head, energy back out through the heels. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As we exhale, we lower with control, Chaturanga, elbows pinning in by the sides as we hover just off the mat. And then lower the body all the way down. Taking your right arm to the side, left fingertips tent under the left shoulder, bend through the left knee. As we open up and find our open wing here, your right cheek is just rested down on the mat. Just breathing into the front of that right shoulder, chest, and down into the belly. Taking one more deep breath in. Exhale, releasing back onto your front. Take a little moment if you'd like to rock the hips from side to side before we come to the other side. Left arm extends, right fingertips bend through your right elbow and then open out to the side. Breathing here. And taking one more deep and full breath in. Exhale, coming back onto your belly. This time hands come underneath the shoulders. Again, drawing those elbows back, pointing through your toes. Inhale, coming up to Cobra. Shoulders melting away from the ears as we shine the heart forward. Exhale, releasing the belly back down. One more time. Inhale to lift and open. Exhaling, release, this time tucking our toes, pressing back through all fours, finding downward facing dog and taking a few moments to pedal out here. So just opening into those ankles, the calves, the hamstrings, and then pausing in stillness. Taking your awareness to your hands now, spreading through the fingertips, and then just grounding down through your thumb and forefinger. Rolling the upper arms, the triceps back and towards each other, feeling that broadness that you create in your upper back. As we inhale, rise to the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float your weight to the top of the mat. We'll meet in a forward fold. Inhale, let's find the half lift, floating, creating space here. Exhaling, release. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reaching tall, lifting high. Exhale, moving straight back through as we forward fold. Finding more of a flow as we inhale to half lift. Exhale, hands come down, step or jump back, lower with your exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, floating back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. You might even want to take a beautiful round of fallout breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step or float your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, half lift. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, release your hands behind the back, interlace the palms as we roll the shoulders open, lifting through the heart. Taking one full breath in here. As we exhale, forward fold, again keeping your knees as bent as you need, releasing through the head here. Let your head be heavy like a bowling ball. Opening through the chest and shoulders, one more full breath in. Exhale, bringing your palms back to your lower back, release them gently down to the mat. Inhale to find a half lift, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands come down to the earth as we step the left foot all the way back, come down into a low lunge, release the back knee. Inhale, arms rise, Kali Mudra, so interlacing the fingertips, releasing the pointer finger, crossing over at the thumbs. As we sink down through the hips, can we lift and lighten up through the chest, through the heart, pointing our directional energy up through those fingertips. Softness through the shoulders here. Now we're not just dumping here, can we stay engaged and lifted? So feeling as though those inner thighs are drawing back and towards each other. Taking a deep breath in, tuck your back toes, using our balance now as we extend out through the left heel and come up into our high lunge. Maybe we lift up through the gaze here. Pausing, finding strength in the legs. One more full breath in. As we exhale, we're going to tip forward with the upper body, come to our arrowhead, deep lunge forward through your right leg. Building heat and strength through our foundation, through our legs here. So breathing into sensation, can we deepen through that lunge? Taking one more full breath in. As you exhale, hands float down to the mat, straighten through your front leg, releasing here through the upper body. Options to stay up on those back toes or come down and lift through the front toes, whatever feels better for you today, just melting through the heart, through the chest, and drawing the elbows back. Taking one more full breath in. As you exhale, hands come back down to the mat. We're going to sweep the front leg, the right leg back and high to three-legged dog and pause here. Flexing through the ankle, lifting the heel to the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw knee to nose, tiger curl. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, sweep it back and high. Exhale, draw it forward. Once more, inhale, sweep it back. As you exhale, draw it forward. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Release, forward fold. Inhaling to half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, releasing the hands behind the back, interlace the palms again as we open out through the chest and fold forward, hinging from the hips, releasing through the head. Breathing into the heart, breathing into the chest. One more full breath in. Exhale, hands release to the lower back, gently come down to the mat. Inhale, we half lift. Exhale, hands come down as we step the right foot all the way back, come down into our low lunge. Coming up, interlacing the palms, releasing the forefinger, crossing at your thumbs, Kali Mudra, drawing tall through those fingertips. So again, we're not dumping down, we're lifted and engaged here. Strong through the center, strong through our belly. Feel that fire. Taking one more deep breath in. And then tucking our back toes, pressing back through the heel, lifting up into your high lunge here. So maybe again, we lift the gaze also up towards the sky. Keep wrapping those upper arms, the triceps forward and in. Drawing the belly back, can we deepen down through our lunge? Again, creating that strength in our foundation through our legs that carry us throughout every single day. Maybe feeling a bit of gratitude for our legs here. Taking one more full breath in. As we tilt forward to our arrowhead, deepen the lunge, come right up onto your back toes. Drawing the left hip back here. Drawing belly up towards the spine and away from the thigh, deepen again. Lengthen the back of your neck. Taking one more full breath here. And then releasing the hands down to the mat, straighten your front leg, drawing that left hip back again as we soften through the shoulders, soften through the upper back, through the neck. Your front knee can be as bent as you need as we just breathe. Again, feeling a sense of those elbows wrapping back. And as we move on, you'll see why we've been practicing this sense of drawing the elbows back. Taking one more full breath in. Releasing the hands down to the mat as we sweep the left foot all the way back and high, three-legged dog, and pause here. So the thigh facing down towards the mat, grounding evenly into both palms. Take a full breath in. As we exhale, draw that knee forward, tiger curl, shoulders stack over the wrist, nose to knee. Inhale, sweep it back and high with control. Exhale, floating it forward, hug the thigh to the belly. One last time, inhale, back and high. Exhale, drawing it forward. This time we step left foot between the hands, find our forward fold, release. Inhaling to half lift. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale, rising all the way up, arms rise up and overhead. Bringing your hands back to heart center, bowing your head inward. Taking a moment to connect back to your center. In fact, let's take our hands back onto our belly. Reconnecting to that sense of power, of strength, of inner fire. I am here. I am here. Taking one more full breath into your belly, into your hands. Exhale, release the hands down by the sides. In breath, arms rise up and overhead. As we exhale, sitting down to chair pose, send the hips back, reaching through the fingertips. Can we sit a little lower? Beautiful, and breathing here. Again, a lot of work into our legs today as we move through this theme of strength, stability. And can we sit a little lower again, but keep that heart and that chest lifted? Reaching through the fingertips, drawing back through the belly. Transferring your weight into your right foot. We're going to draw the left knee up towards the chest, taking hold in front of your shin here, softening through the shoulders, lifting through that inner thigh of the supporting leg. Now taking your left hand back behind you, we're going to find this standing twist. Option to keep your gaze forward, maybe opening to the side, or maybe even reaching back towards your left fingertips, looking to the back of the room. Again, draw tall through the crown of the head, open, broaden through the chest. Take one more full breath in here. And as we exhale, coming back to center, cartwheeling your arms as we lift and press the left toes back, find our warrior three. So this beautiful T shape through the body, crown of the head reaching forward, left toes reaching back. Taking your hands to your heart center, pausing here. One more full breath in. Exhale, stepping back with control as we take the left elbow to the right thigh, or the left hand can come back down to the mat as we find our twist. Wherever you are, can we think of lifting and lengthening from the base of the tail all the way to the crown of your head? If your palms are together, can we lift the heart towards the thumbs, pressing the top hand down to the bottom hand? And maybe even finding a smile here. Breathing into this beautiful twist down into the belly. Just taking one more full breath in. As you exhale, take the gaze back to the mat. Left hand comes down. Step the front foot back, Vashistasana, our side plank. Opening out here. Now, options to take your bottom knee down if you need. Options to lift up through that top leg, or find a little tree variation here. Whatever's in your practice that you'd like to do here. Wherever you are, can we think of lifting those hips up and away from the mat? Press the mat away with your left hand. And this is where we come to our stability. With your next in-breath, can we find a little more lift and lightness here? And then stepping your top leg, your right foot behind, we lift the heart, lift the chest, open to our wild thing. Breathing through that right arm here. Breathe with me. Just a few more breaths. Opening through the throat, the shoulders, the heart. One more full breath in. And then take your gaze back down to the mat. Right hand will follow as we sweep the right heel high. Again, three-legged dog. And exhale, draw the foot forward between the hands, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, take the hands back to the belly, soften the shoulders. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, release the hands. My apologies, I think I swallowed a fly. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sitting back to your chair pose, holding and pausing here. This time with the option, if you'd like more of a challenge, to come onto the toes and lift through the heels. If you've lifted the heels, can we still sit down nice and low? Think of those inner thighs drawing together. Belly fired up and engaged. If the heels are lifted, bringing them back down as we transfer weight into our left foot and draw the right knee and thigh up towards the chest. Growing tall here, lifting out of that supporting leg and then reaching our right hand back. Option here to keep the gaze forward, take it to the side, or maybe it comes back behind you. Wherever you are, lift tall and broaden through your heart, through your chest. Choose a drishti or a gaze point for your eyes, focusing on one point. And then coming to our warrior three now as we send the right foot back, balancing on the left leg as we reach the arms back and the crown of the head forward. Often in our balances, our eyes dart around, our mind darts around. So again, choosing your gaze point for your eyes. And then let your mind focus on your breath. Don't worry about the body, taking the hands to the heart center, stepping the right foot all the way back and finding our twist, right elbow to left thigh, or taking the right fingertips down to the mat and opening out. Whatever feels good for you here. Breathing into this twist. Every inhalation kind of fanning your flame of your inner fire, your inner strength here. Taking one more deep breath in. Gaze comes down to the mat, right hand follows as we step the left foot back. Vashistasana, side plank. Finding any variation here that you'd like, maybe even peace gripping through your big toes, extending out through the heel. Whatever feels good for you here today. Bottom knee can be down. Again, we're taking a moment because we're really working on that strength here. You can come down and rest whenever you need. Otherwise, one more full breath in. Stepping the left foot behind as we lift the hips, lift the heart, peeling open, floating into our wild thing. And expressing this however feels good for you. So maybe you're really reaching through those left fingertips. Maybe you're just letting that arm hang. Taking one more full breath in. Gaze comes back down to the mat, the left hand follows as we sweep the left leg high, find our three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping left foot forward between the hands, forward fold. Inhaling to half lift. Exhale, hands come down, let's step or jump back, lower with control, Chaturanga, just moving through a Vinyasa here. Inhale, broaden the heart, upward dog or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, pausing here. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come back down to the belly, pause. Connecting back to your intention, back to your breath. Taking one more full breath in. Releasing the hands by the sides. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, come to chair pose. We're moving through the same sequence, but then we're going to add on. So feeling that sense of confidence, we kind of know where we're going now. So transferring your weight to your right foot, drawing tall through the left. And option here again to reach those left fingertips back, or if you'd like to add on, taking hold of the outer edge of your left leg and pressing out through the heel. Drawing belly in, taking one more deep breath in. As we exhale, releasing, coming into our warrior three, sending the left leg back, pausing here. One more full breath in. Stepping it all the way back, coming to your twist, left fingertips to the mat or elbow to the thigh as we open out. I have my microphone in the way here, but if you'd like to open left fingertips down, reach the right fingertips high, lifting through that back knee, or finding a bind here. One more full breath in. Take your gaze down to the mat, left hand follows as we step back, opening out to side plank, Vashistasana, lift the hips. Just one breath here. Step the right foot back as we lift and open into our beautiful wild thing. Making this feel good. One breath in here. Gaze comes down to the mat as we square off. Find our three-legged dog. Right leg lifts high. And then sweeping the right knee forward behind the wrist, coming to pigeon pose just for a moment. So squaring the hips and the shoulders to the front of the mat, flexing through your front foot. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale, just coming onto the forearms or reaching the arms out. We're just going to be here for 2 to 3 breaths. Breathing into that right hip and down into the belly. Coming back onto the hands. We're going to sit onto that right hip, sweep the left leg forward and through As we come to Navasana, come to our boat pose. Now options to hold behind your legs, toes touch down, knees can be lifted, legs can be straightened, arms can be overhead, whatever feels good for you. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to lower down, find this dish shape as we extend through the legs, reach through the fingertips. Inhale, we snap back up, bring the knees to the chest. Exhale, we lower, again firing up through this center. Inhale to lift, inner thighs draw together. Exhale, extend, perhaps arms come overhead as well. Inhale, snap together. Exhale, extend, and last one, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower, this time drawing your knees to your chest. Find this rock and roll. And maybe we continue here, or maybe we take the hands down and lift the hips. If that's feeling good for you, just an extra challenge. Maybe we come all the way onto the feet, come onto our toes and find our toe sit for a moment and come all the way back. So it will look something like this. So whatever option you are, just enjoying it. Enjoying the challenge, enjoying the movement. How often in life do we get to kind of just rock and roll around on the mat? Wherever you are, take your last one and then coming over, meeting me here in our toe sit. So the hips are lowered down towards the heels. The thighs are aiming to be parallel with the mat, hands to heart lifting through the crown of the head. Closing your eyes for a test of balance if you'd like. Taking one more full breath in. And then opening your knees out wide. Take your hands down onto the mat in front of you as we come to our crow pose. So again, we've been practicing drawing the elbows back and in towards each other. From here, grounding and spreading through your palms, lifting up through your hips. As we start to transfer our weight forward into our hands, we're looking forward on the mat. Your knees will touch onto the outer edges of your upper arms, your triceps. As we slowly, if you feel confident, maybe just start to bring one foot off the mat and then the other. Maybe eventually both toes lift up and we draw the heels in towards the buttocks, drawing those elbows back and together. Wherever you are, remembering if you're new to hand balancing, then staying here and just working on building that strength through the wrists is totally fine. Just taking one more breath in wherever you've come to here, draw up through the belly. And then releasing the hands, coming down to Malasana, down to our yogi sprot, bringing the elbows to the insides of the knees, lifting through the heart here. Oh, deep breath in through the nose. Sigh that breath out. Beautiful. Taking left hand down to the mat as we reach the right arm high. Just rotating, spinning the heart up towards the sky for a moment. And coming back to center, taking the right fingertips down, left arm high. One more full breath in. Exhale, taking the hands back to the mat as we step or jump back, Chaturanga, lower with control. Inhale to Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale to Downward Facing Dog or take a rest in Child's Pose. The choice is yours, 5 breaths. If you'd like an extra challenge, we're going to bend through those elbows, lower the crown of the head down to the mat. We're going to hold here. Hips are high. Feeling that shake. Just knowing that this is feedback to the body. This is your body getting stronger. So welcoming it in, saying yes. One more full breath in. Straighten the arms if they aren't already. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rising all the way up, arms float overhead. Exhale, hands back to the belly. Manipura Chakra, pausing here. Connected back to center, back to yourself. As we come to the other side, again, we have this sense of knowing where we're going now. So feeling comfortable in that. Knowing that we're coming to the end, so feeling a sense of being able to explore a little more, move a little deeper. Have fun with it. Take a full breath in. Release those hands by the sides. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sitting back to chair pose. Deep, deep, deep down here. Again, maybe lifting onto the toes. Keep that heart open and expanded. Belly engaged. Bringing those heels down if they aren't already. Taking the weight to the left foot as we lift the right thigh towards the chest. Peeling the right hand back. And again, we had the option to take hold of the outer edge of the right foot. Extend the heel forward. And then open out. Lifting tall, coming back to center, sending the right heel back as we find our warrior three. Strength here. Find your gaze point, not just with your eyes, but with your mind. Focus on the breath. One more breath in. Step the right foot all the way back as we come to our twist. Right hand down, or hands to heart center. Maybe opening your wings. Draw the belly in, lengthen the spine. One more full breath in. Gaze to the mat, right hand follows. Step it back, Vashistasana. Lift the hips, breathing open. Enjoy. One more full breath in. Stepping the top foot, the left foot back as we lift the hips and the heart. Expressing this, how it feels good for you. Be in your body. One more full breath in. Take the gaze down to the mat. The left hand follows as we sweep the left heel high. And then come forward to our pigeon pose. Setting up however feels good for you. Broadening, breathing into the front of the heart. Coming forward just for 3 or so breaths. Or maybe you want to stay up or just keep this moving, keep this flowing a little bit. Taking one more full breath in. Hands come back to the mat as we lift the chest. Come onto your left hip, sweep the right leg all the way forward. Finding Navasana again, or boat pose here, inner thighs drawing together. Deep breath in, broaden the heart and the collarbones. Exhale, pointing the toes, drawing it back. Inhale, snapping back to center. With control, maybe the arms come all the way back over the head. Lift here. And back. We have 3 more. So again, remember, you can rest here whenever you need. Last 2. Last one. From here, we're going to find that rock and roll. So whichever variation you like, maybe we're coming all the way forward onto the toes. Or if you'd like to add on one last layer, we come onto the toes. We lift all the way up, bring the hips back to the heels, and then again find that rock. So just having fun again. You can break it up, you can use your arms. Woof, lost my balance, but it's all right, it's just fun. Coming all the way back down, inner thighs gluing together, and reverse. So just moving at your own pace. Let's just take one more wherever you are. And we'll meet down in our toe sit here, hands to heart, thighs drawing parallel down to the mat. Let's come forward to our hand balance one more time. So opening those knees out wide. Take the hands down to the mat. Spread through the palms, draw your elbows back and towards each other. We're going to lift the hips as we press the mat away. Rock forward, maybe this is where we stay. Draw the belly back, round through the shoulders. Maybe one at a time. Lifting those toes up off of the mat. If you're experienced, you're already there, hang there, stay there. See if you can press the mat away. Looking forward. Find that inner strength, that fire. One more deep breath in. Step or jump all the way back, lower with control, Chaturanga. Inhale to baby cobra or upward facing dog. This time, knees come back to the mat as we exhale. Find your child's pose. Take the hands down by the sides as we rest the forehead onto the mat. Breathe here. Slowly peeling our way back to kneeling. And from here, we're going to come to Camels. So bringing your palms onto your lower back, fingertips facing down. Draw the elbows back as we peel the front of the heart and the chest open, lift up into kneeling. We can tuck our toes to bring our heels a little bit higher and closer to us. From here, pressing those hips forward, pressing the pubic bone forward. Think of lifting your ribs up and away from your hips as the heart presses up towards the sky. Take your gaze high as well. You might stay here just enjoying this opening, maybe walking one hand back to the heels at a time, pressing those hips forward, letting the head hang back. Taking one more full breath in. Bringing your chin back to your chest, walk the hands back to the lower back. And just sitting down and kneeling for a moment, closing down through your eyes, bringing your palms to your thighs. And breathe. And just noticing the energy moving, pulsing, vibrating through your body right now. Feel the aliveness that's there. Take one more full breath in. And come forward onto your hands, sit your hips to the side. Just going to bring the soles of the feet together out in front. It's up to you how close you want your heels to be in towards your body. Draw tall through the crown of the head. And just bring the chin to the chest before we start. Gentle stretch through the back of the neck. Taking hold of your ankles here as we inhale. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder, just stretching through the left side. Exhale, chin back to the chest, just floating to the other side. Take it nice and easy. Exhale, restacking the spine, draw tall again. And we're just going to round the spine as we fold forward. Just making this feel comfortable for you, so don't worry about pulling yourself down or anything, just allowing yourself to rest in that first layer of resistance. So you might even want to rest your forehead onto your palms. This is just gentle and soft now as we work on that dance, that balance between our strength and softness, our movement and stillness. Often in yoga, people kind of think that the strong poses are the harder ones, but often I think it's actually when we come to stillness that we come against that challenge of also finding stillness of the mind. So allowing yourself to rest here, to be nourished, to receive. Breathing down into the lower back and down into the hips, taking one more full breath in. And gently rolling up, bringing the soles of the feet back down to the mat. Come to the center of the mat with your hips. Reach those fingertips forward and then tuck under, curl through the tail, draw the belly back. Slowly, slowly, slowly release the shoulders. Bring the knees to the chest. Just find a gentle rock from side to side. Nice and easy. And take the feet down to the mat. We're going to lift the hips just slightly and take them over to the right hand side. From here, crossing your right thigh over the left. Take your arms out nice and wide if you have the space. Twisted roots, just allowing your knees to fall over to the left here. And if this feels too strong on your lower back or on your hips, having the legs crossed, just uncross the legs. That's totally fine. And so your gaze can just fall wherever feels natural or comfortable. Maybe towards the sky or over towards your right fingertips. And again, just breathing down into Manipura Chakra, whose color is yellow. And yellow is such a beautiful, bright color. It's like sunshine. So perhaps even imagining or visualizing, drawing the color yellow getting stronger and brighter with every breath. Inhale, coming back through center. Just taking the soles of the feet down again. Shift the hips back to center. And let the knees fall in and just take your hands to your belly here. A little moment. Before we come to the other side, lifting the hips, taking them to the left, crossing left thigh over right, just finding twisted roots on the other side. Breathing in the colour yellow. Stoking that flame, that fire within you. I am here. I am here. I am here. Drawing the knees back through center. And at this point in your practice, just inviting you to check in with your body. Is there any last movement that would feel good for you? Knowing that your body is always your best teacher. Maybe happy baby. Maybe some more twisting. Maybe a big beautiful stretch overhead, out long with the legs, long with the arms. Maybe you catch a yawn here. Take one more full breath in. Draw the knees in, just using momentum to rock up into a comfortable seated position. It can be cross-legged, it can be kneeling, whatever feels good for you. Just once more, from the base of your spine, from your hips, can we feel that beautiful lift and lengthen through the crown of the head? Opening and broadening through the front of the heart and chest. Bring your palms back onto your belly. Breathe down into this space. And take a full breath in through your nose. Sigh that breath out. Let everything go. And then bringing your hands up to your heart center. Bowing the intelligence of the mind to the intelligence of the body. May you be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life that you've always wanted. From my heart to yours, to all other living beings, Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. And stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.